I'm afraid of crossing over. I try to stay alive in you. Your life is my way. Give up really what this fight. If I am intact, I will construct without delay. A brand new score to play. Take the strand of DNA, slide mutation every day. Survive so I can make my way and be passed down again. You them hit her, I'll drive you. Need to survive you, I'll work you like a clock. I'll write your story till I hear I live or die. Remain yet to be seen. I need you to survive. Your mother
Hello! Today's a special day for me because I have the honor of being one of the first people, obviously Robert Baker to stupid Robert with pretty hair, and a couple of others, to look at the brand new Revv 100p generator thing. It's purple. Phil McKnight made me a purple shirt, which you can get on Phil McKnight's wherever he sells his shirts, which is this. Isn't that cool? Matching the amp. 100p, it could stand for something else. I don't know. Could it be that that's what Revv is saying? That it's the 100p? No, it stands for purple channel. Because the Generator 120, their mega 4-channel awesome amp, has, those 4 channels. And then channel 4 is the red channel, which is all saturated, nice, midsy, awesome, super high gain. But then channel 3 is that modern, rough, raw, around the edges kind of gain channel modern thing. So that's the one that the modern Rhythm Me players want because it's evil, he says, sitting here in a grandpa cardigan, which is, of course, the attire for the metal player. Wait, it has a hood that can be all evil. Evil. Well, with my Justin Bieber hair, I'm getting the beeps on. Check this out. I better do this because I look stupid. Hey, now I look differently stupid. So, the purple channel, that's where I was. When you reduce the capabilities of the Generator 120 and buy the Generator 100, which has 100 watts and not 120, you're also cutting out a couple of channels. So what the Generator 120 No, wait, what the generator 100 is like a clean / crunch. I don't quite understand exactly how that works. We're gonna find out. Channel, I have a 740 and never figured out what the clean, I don't know. But the second channel on the generator 100 is actually the red channel of the Gen 120. So that's what you're getting. But a lot of people wanted the Gen 100, which is cheaper than the 120, with the purple channel. Now that's what we have. We now have a 100 watt Revv with the purple channel instead of the red channel. That's why it's called the P. Took me 10 minutes to explain that. It's actually very easy. This is what it looks like. It's purple. It doesn't have that open, glassy kind of front. It has a more classy, not glassy, plexiglassy. It has a more classic look, which still changes, you know, oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Ah, it's cool. It still changes. There's purple. It still changes the color. 100 watts, and all of it brilliant. So let's go through what we see here. I have, by the way, hooked up the LeFootswitch, which is, it comes with this amazing Cat 5 cable in a kind of XLR thing, super solid. That's how it hooks up. And the LeFootswitch is included, and trust me, it is so heavy and solid and high quality. I broke my toe on the LeFootswitch for the Gen 120. No shit, it was standing in the hallway, broke my toe on it. I should sue them. Then again, I shouldn't run into generator LeFootswitches. So, we get to the LeFootswitch in a bit. On the front, we have, these are very solid, clicky things. Clean and crunch. Now there's the crunch and bright switch, which I think, and I'm not sure, that you can switch this first channel to either be switched between clean and crunch, or clean and a brighter clean. This up is kind of sticking a bit. So, then we can switch this between 110 watts, then we can switch this between 110 watts, which will mean pushing the power amp sooner and also being quieter. Then we have channel 2. Push it up, you're in channel 2, which is the purple channel, said Kermit the Frog. And now you can push this down 3 times to actually get different kind of gain flavors from this channel. So it's way more than just a channel 2. It's a channel 2, 3, 4, 17. Up engages bright, down engages fat. These are super, super useful, and they kind of read your mind, because what you expect always happens. I can't explain it. These amps know exactly what you want and give that to you. Then we have gain, treble, middle, bass, contours, which is the mid contour. It's a different kind of mid contour. 10 and 100 watt for channel 2, independently switchable. That's French, the Canadians will understand this. This is made in Canada. So, and then Master 1, Master 2, Master Bait, Master Kenobi. Presence and depth for the power amp, which is high end and low end for the power amp. You have Masters switchable mute, which is nice. You cannot switch mute from the LeFootswitch, which I love on the 740 because it doesn't have the Masters. At least I don't think you can. So I can see from the LeFootswitch, I can engage the Masters. Well, it makes sense. Effects loop. I think if you want to engage that, you at least have to push this up 1 time. Now you can switch it from the LeFootswitch, but this doesn't mirror what the LeFootswitch shows, so I'm kind of confused about that. And then store will store whatever you set up. Well, how does that work? Well, if I'm now here, and I want this, I hit... this is also for MIDI. This thing is MIDI, or MIDI, as someone might call it wrongly. And then you're sending it a... What is that called? A program change, and it will remember, not where the knobs are, come on people, that doesn't work, but every single switch, it will remember that. Probably not these, I assume, But these, because these are relays, you hear clickety click. These are not. Moving on. In the back, it is completely just cable chaos back there. But here we have the input for the foot switch, and then we have MIDI in and through, and then a thing that goes to the cabinet, because the cabinet logo will illuminate in the same channel as, in the same colors as the channel that you're on, which is cool, of course, only if you have the Revv cabinet, which sound awesome. And then here we have those things, the speaker things, where you go to the speaker. FX loop in and out. I have that cranked up all the way right now. Fuses and the external biasing measure points, which is way cool. You don't have to open up the amp to change the power amp tubes, and more fuses and input. That's it for the back. This is, by the way, the tubes are, I don't know, what are the tubes? The tubes are 606s. So thank you. We set up a camera for what you just saw, just to hang there. That is completely ridiculous. I'm an idiot. It's a $3,000 camera for a shot of the back of an amp. Some people shouldn't do YouTube, seriously. So, I just moved. In front of the amp, I have a Walrus Audio 385 overdrive to check out how that will sound. And in the effects loop, I have a warped vinyl hi-fi from Chase Bliss, and a Tonal Recall from Chase Bliss, because they go so nicely together. We check out clean sounds with single coils before we go into evil sounds with 7 strings. Are you still here? Weird. Now I'm going into the Torpedo Studio by Two Notes, and I have the Revv cabs in there. But this is a big hooray for Revv. No, we're not using those. I set up a really cool Fortin 412, where I'm mixing a Fortin UK and US, both with vintage 30s, and it's a really cool sound, and I'm going to use that. After we actually check it out, DI with, direct miking, Dennis Schuck from Musikproduktiv told me, can't you also do like the in the room sound? He's got a good point. So I bought myself a very good stereo mic from Biodynamic. And in the end, we're actually going to have a room sound with the coffee cap and the angle, and then you should know everything you never wanted to know. Well, right now we have nothing. So, clean. I know that's not what you want to know, but I'll give you anyway. What is this? It's a Schecter Nick Johnson signature. Which is cool. This knob doesn't do anything because clean doesn't need gain. So, there you go. That is only for crunch, as it says. Read it, people! So right now I'm on bright. So if I'm switching to this, yeah, I don't understand. Crunch, bright, bright. I should read manuals. Ah, that is only for the crunch. I get it. Here, It doesn't do anything. That's why it says Crunch Bright. Ha! I never got that. Ha! I'm so stupid. It says it right there, Crunch Bright. That crunch is awesome. But before we do that, I know we're gonna stay on the clean and give it some chorus. There is none. Why? Because I have to engage the effects loop. When you play shitty chords, even the Revv sounds shitty. The best amp in the world cannot make this one sound good. Try to make that work in the song. So this is the clean sound is as good as you want it. I still think the Dynamis has a better clean sound, but this is pretty damn awesome. It's the only freaky vibrato that I actually think is cool. Chase, please. And then I vibrato even more. Brian Wampler made a video saying, do not use the vibrato when you're doing modulation pedals. He's got a good point, but I'm gonna do it just to piss him off. So now we're gonna move on to the crunch. Ha ha! I would love if I could play like, you know, good. That is nice, more of that. I want more. A little bit too bright. Feel that tight saturation, that it being like muddy in the best way. I want some of this. So much to check. So, well, the brightness, as we said. Nice! What's the mega gain here? nice. Now what I want to know is, if I go to 10 watts and I push this, how does it behave? Because now I'm fully blowing up the power amp. Pretty damn awesome. Back to clean, turning on the Walrus Audio 385 overdrive. What's happening here? Oh, level is down. So without. So how does that work with the crunch? Without is this. There's a lot to be discovered right here in the left side of the amp. This is why you would probably get it. This is something you're gonna go like, well, I didn't even know! This crunch thing, and also this clean thing, and then with a couple of things in front in the, whoa. A lot to be discovered here. Now, if I move on to this purple thing. With a Strat, probably not. I called it a Strat, I'm so sorry, but yeah, that's what it is. And then moving on to like this. And then like this. Let's see how quiet it can get. I mean, how ungainy. I did not expect that. I'm doing, but I'm having this wild fun. for anyone who knows what I just played. Wow. Even in the lower gain section, this purple channel is mind-blowing. Now again, might be focusing all on this, well, it's aggressive and evil and metal. I think you're doing a big disjustice. I'm gonna make that word up. Disjustice to this amp. Now obviously what you want to know is how does it work with this red thing. Way too loud here. Nah, we're gonna go and do this in clean again, just to piss you off, with a little bit of piezo in here. Brian, check this out. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff you can do with the piezo on this guitar, with this amp, because the clean channel is, wow! Let me quickly retouch the tuning. I'm in drop A because, you know, you guys are nuts like that. Let's say it's good. So. I don't know how it continues. Even down there, it's all super defined. That's pretty damn crazy. freaking responsive. It's drop A, and everything is there. That contour thing shifts the mids up in the upward position, as far as I can tell. Holy crap. Now, let's fatten it up with the fat thing, and we'll try that. I'm just making noise at this moment, at this point in time. But it's fun noise. It is rare that you can play that low and have control over what's happening. I mean, it is farting, really, but it is controlled, very precise farting. Usually it's just like... But no, not with the Revv Generator 100p. I said P. Tough to explain exactly what's happening. Something is happening between those different aggression stages, but it gets denser? Is it more gain? Denser? I don't know. Fatter, denser, moorer. It is more aggression, that's what it is. That's what you do on a Marshall. What happens on the Revv? It's still pretty usable. I mean, it's a little bit much, but it works. have gain up the frickin' wazoo, and triads are clearly beautifully there. Thou shalt never play Autumn Leaves with ultra gain, but the point is, all the notes are there. It's not complete utter mud. Brings us to, let's go to blue. What does the power section do? That rhyme. Depth, subtle, presence, very clear, to adjust to, you know, things. So, I'm gonna stay on this channel. Oh, let me illustrate the how the FootSwitch thing works. So, on the FootSwitch, which looks like so, if I hold in, so I hold in mode, now I'm in programming mode. It's very bright, which means whatever I set up, let's say I go to channel 2, bright on, fat on, aggression off. There you go. And now this light, this blinks. So I hold this, and now it's saved. I go to 2, which is clean. I want that, good. I go to 3, I do crunch. It's blinking, I hit that, and I go to M, the 4, I want channel 2, aggression red, fat off, and master 2. Okay? So that's my setup. Now it's blinking, telling me I changed something. I hit that. Hypothetically, let me check. Broink, 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 broink. Yes. Go to the amp, Leslie. I have 4 presets. So that's my rhythm sound. That's my clean. That's a crunch. That's my lead with master 2. Well, in this case, actually, a quieter lead. But you get the point. Let me see if I wanted to add, let's say to the clean sound, I want to add the effects loop. Good. So now check this out. It's blinking again. I hit this. It's saved. Back to the amp. So I'm on my lead sound with master 2. I go to my clean. Bang, the effects loop is on. This is how simple programming the Revv amp is with the included FootSwitch. 4 preset sounds. Again, the knobs are where they are, but all the switches are taken into account. So you hold in the mode switch again, and bam, you're back in the mode. Leaves us with one thing. How does it sound in the room? I go to the Revv cab, not the Revv cab, the coffee cab. Still very, it's a 100-watt amp. A biodynamic something stereo mic. I don't know what it's called. Switching to the Engel with vintage 30s. and back. And the angle. Crazy cool. Moving on to, oh, holy shit. That's not gonna be good. That's gonna kill me. It's a freaking machine, people. Blah, blah, blah. I've said it before. I will say this again in this case. Masterpieces. Does a Revv sound like a Marshall? No. Does it sound like a Friedman, which is, similar? No. Well, yeah. Can. Doesn't have to. But can, with some tweaking. But does a Revv sound like a Revv? Hell yeah. Does it sound like a Mesa? Fuck no, because it's all like no definition whatsoever. I'm sorry. It's not because I don't like the people from Mesa. That's just people walk up to a Mesa, and this is a true story. Walk up to a Mesa and they're like, I don't like it, but I'll buy it for $3,000 because it's a Mesa. It's gotta be good. It's gotta be me, and I'll find out how to set it up. True story. Several friends of mine did exactly that and never found out how to set it up. Every single thing you do on this is brilliant. The cleans, the crunches, the classic rocky kind of sounds, even on the purple channel, gain down. But then we come to the pièce de résistance, which is when it comes to high gain, no matter how freaking insanely silly low you go, drop A, or whatever you do in terms of gain, however much bass you give it, it's always there. It's always delivering. It is the modern high gain amp. It is. If I did anything like, then this is what I would gig with. Some kind of Revv. Probably this one. It's the sound. It's no compromise. Brilliant engineering made by some Canadian dude, playing hockey on the weekends, then making amps during the week, something like that. The other thing, important, really important in the industry, I think, they're nice freaking people. You like to buy from nice people. Nice guys, get along with everyone, they're funny, they make amazing amps, price point, $2,300, something like this. Absolutely fully cool. Bucks as in euro. Don't know how much it is in the US. Highly recommended. Let me see. What would I bitch about? that the foot switches break your toes. This is literally all I can find. Absolutely wow. Links below. Animals at the end. Thanks for watching.